Lesson 16, Talking about Money. Welcome to the Lesson 16. In this lesson, you'll learn simple ways to talk about money in English. We'll cover different types of money, borrowing, lending, and more common financial conversations. Types of money. Money comes in different forms. Here are some common types. Cash, physical money, like coins and bills. Credit and debit cards, cards you use to pay for things from a bank account or a credit line. Loans, money you borrow, but you have to pay it back later with extra money called interest. Salary and wages. Money you get for doing a job. You might get it weekly or monthly. Fines and penalties. Money you pay if you break a law or rule. Alimony and child support. Money paid to a spouse or child after a divorce. Buy now, pay later. A system where you can pay for something later, in small parts. Common financial conversations. Talking about paying with cash or cards. Paying for something.
Do you prefer to pay with cash or by card?
I usually use my card because it's easier, but I always carry some cash just in case.
That's smart. Some places, especially small shops, don't take cards.
Exactly, and sometimes my card stops working, so cash is a backup.
At the grocery store.
Do you accept Apple Pay here? Yes, we do. You can also pay with your credit or debit card.
Great, I'll use my phone to pay.
Sounds good. A lot of people use Apple Pay now.
It's so convenient, I never have to carry my wallet anymore.
Tip: it's common to ask about payment methods when you're shopping. Many places accept both cash and cards. Mobile payments like Apple Pay are also getting more popular. Talking about salary and wages. Discussing income.
When do you get paid?
I get paid at the end of the month, which is nice because I can plan my budget. What about you?
I get paid weekly because I work part-time. It's helpful for covering my smaller expenses.
That sounds good. I sometimes feel like I have to wait too long for my salary.
I know what you mean, but it's nice to get that regular check every week.
Asking for a raise.
I've been working here for a year now. Do you think I could get a raise?
We can definitely discuss it. You've been doing a great job. Let's set up a meeting and review your work.
That would be great. I've been taking on more responsibilities, so I think it's time.
I agree. Let's talk more about your performance and see what we can do.
Tip: some people get paid weekly, others get paid every month. If you think you deserve a raise, don't be afraid to ask. It's a good idea to show what you've done at work to support your request. Talking about loans and debt.
I just got a loan to buy a car.
That's exciting. How much do you have to pay back?
I have to pay $200 every month for 5 years.
How much interest do you have to pay?
It's 5% each year, so it's not too bad.
That sounds reasonable. I've heard loans can get expensive if the interest is too high.
Struggling with debt.
I have so much student loan debt. It's stressing me out.
I know how you feel. Have you looked into setting up a payment plan?
I've tried, but the payments are still so high.
You might want to consider refinancing. It could lower your monthly payments.
I'll check it out. Thanks for the advice.
Tip: loans are helpful for buying big things like houses or cars, but it's important to think about how much you can afford to pay back each month. If your debt feels too high, refinancing might help lower your payments. Borrowing and lending money. Borrowing money from a friend. Asking for a small loan.
Hey, can I borrow $20? I forgot my wallet.
Sure, no problem. Just pay me back tomorrow.
Thanks, I'll send it to you via PayPal.
Great, that works for me.
I'll make sure to pay you back on time.
Needing a larger loan.
I need to borrow $500 for my rent this month.
That's a lot. Are you sure you can pay me back soon?
Yes, I'll pay you back in 2 weeks. I promise.
Okay, just make sure you can manage. I'd prefer it if you pay back in smaller amounts.
That's fine. I'll send you $250 this week and the rest next week.
Tip: borrowing money from friends can be tricky. It's always better to agree on exactly when and how you will pay back the money to avoid any confusion or problems. Paying rent and bills. Paying rent.
Rent is due next week. How do you usually pay?
I pay through my bank's online transfer. It's really easy.
That's convenient. I still use checks sometimes.
Checks are fine, but I find the bank transfer faster.
Paying bills.
My electricity bill is higher this month.
Mine too. I think the rates went up.
I heard that some people are switching to solar energy to save money.
That's a good idea. I should look into it.
Tip: people usually pay their rent and bills online or through their bank because it's more convenient and quicker than other methods. Negotiating late rent payment.
Hi, I wanted to talk about this month's rent. I'm having some financial difficulties and can't pay on time.
I understand, but rent needs to be paid on time. When can you make the payment?
I can pay half this week and the rest in 2 weeks.
That's fine, but please try to pay on time in the future.
I will. Thanks for understanding.
Reporting a lost credit card.
Hi, I lost my credit card and I need to report it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll need to block your card immediately. Do you remember the last transaction you made?
Yes, I bought groceries yesterday.
Thank you. I'll cancel your card now and issue a new one. You should receive it within 5 business days.
That's great. Thank you for your help.
Discussing a credit card decline.
I'm sorry, but your card was declined. Would you like to try another payment method?
That's strange. Can you try again?
It's still not working. Maybe you should check with your bank.
Okay, I'll call them now. Meanwhile, can I pay with cash?
Of course. That will be $45.
Asking for a payment extension on a loan.
Hi, I'm calling about my loan payment. I'm struggling financially and was wondering if I could get an extension.
I understand. We do offer payment extensions, but there may be additional interest.
How much extra would I have to pay?
It depends on the terms, but I can check for you now.
That would be great, thank you.
Disputing a charge on a bank statement.
Hi, I noticed a charge on my bank statement that I don't recognize. I'd like to dispute it.
I see. Can you tell me the date and amount of the charge?
It was $120 on February 5th from a store I've never visited.
Okay, we'll investigate this and temporarily refund the amount while we look into it.
Thank you, I appreciate your help.
Asking for a refund after a wrong transaction.
Hi, I accidentally sent money to the wrong person through my bank app. Can I get a refund?
I'm sorry to hear that. If the recipient hasn't withdrawn the money, we may be able to reverse it.
What should I do now?
I'll file a request for you. It may take a few days, but we'll do our best.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
Understanding U.S. currency. Penny, 1 cent, nickel, 5 cents, dime, 10 cents, quarter, 25 cents, half dollar, 50 cents. $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100. Explaining money to a tourist.
Can you explain U.S. money to me?
Sure, the smallest coin is a penny, and the highest bill is $100.
I see. So if I have $100, that's the most money I can have in bills?
Yes, but you can always have more in coins.
Practice exercises. Repeat aloud, listen to the sentences and say them out loud. Practice pronunciation. Role play. Practice making a phone call with a friend or record yourself. Create your own, write your own phone conversation and practice different situations. Thank you for learning with us. Subscribe to our channel for more practical lessons. Keep practicing, and you'll master English phone conversations in no time.